So I was like, oh, I said, I'm going to get her. You know, so she's laying on the ground. She's laying on the ground, right? So I take her in, I run over and
How to Speak Australian and Sibling Rivary. This week on
Jim Joe Steve Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Jim, Joe, Steve Show. Let's go, boys.
I'm Jim.
I'm Steve.
And
I'm Phil for the moment.
back again.
I know, back again.
How's it, brother Phil and Joe? I don't know what the hell you have, but hey, we got a new co-host.
Yep.
If Joe
now.
backs out, it's Jim, Phil, Steve show.
I know.
It rides way too long to be coming up here twice a month.
God, he already sounds like Joe.
Yeah, you sound like just like Joe.
Exactly Joe's excuse when he doesn't want to come up.
He's coming from Annapolis, though, right? Or somewhere down there?
Severna Park.
Close enough.
Yeah, yeah.
And you guys get up at the same time.
I know.
Not by choice.
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. I want to teach you guys a quick Australian accent. How to speak a perfect Australian accent. So, how you would say razor blades in Australian.
How would I say razor blades?
Yeah, in your best Australian accent.
Razor blades.
It's pretty good.
You want to give it a shot?
No.
Okay. So, say razor
Razor
blades. Say rise up lights. Just without your Australian accent.
Rise up lights.
That's
Rise up
pretty
lights.
good. I like that.
Rise up lights.
Rise
like
up
that.
lights.
No matter how you say it.
Oh,
You
it
sound Australian.
fucks with you. I'm glad that you don't say that normally. I feel like, oh, this is the worst.
Rise up lights.
That's the only one you got?
That's it.
Oh, shit. I thought we had a whole bunch of them. That was
No,
ready to
no.
go. That was pretty good.
Well, you wouldn't even do one.
I mean, I heard it. I went with
You
it.
got to say it.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it there.
I'm not saying it now.
No, it's
much.
weird. No,
Fun's
no,
already
weird.
out of it.
Do we want to give an update on Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah, how's the old Goop Gal doing?
She won her case.
Oh,
So,
she actually won it.
yeah, she won. It's $1.
$1,
Yeah,
right?
it was $1 she won in the case. But the dude is probably still going to go bankrupt because he has to pay her legal costs. And you know,
The lawyers.
he was an optometrist.
So he's got a couple
He's
bucks.
He's like an 80. I think he's like an 82-year-old optometrist.
Ooh, he's
Retired
delicate.
What's he
optometrist.
doing skiing anyway?
Right.
I don't
I mean,
know.
I think that guilty anyway.
Hey, OJ said them trails are pretty rough. Just saying. He did come out the other day and say it.
The issue she had after she got injured on a thing, like, you know, she was like, I lost a half a day of skiing. Like, that was the problem she had to do. They were like, how tough is that for you? She's like, yeah, I was there and I just lost half a day. She's like, I couldn't believe it. What the fuck is this? I can't. I hate her now. Afterwards, she went over and said something to the dude.
Oh, so she's talking
Like,
shit.
on her way out.
See you on the slopes.
God, that would have been awesome. No.
I couldn't tell you one movie. I'm sure I've seen a movie of her. But what's a movie of
7.
What's in the box?
That was
Her
a good.
head.
Who was Iron Man's?
Pepper Potts. Yep.
That's
It
her,
was
right?
again.
Yeah,
That's
that's
her
what I
again.
thought.
When's the last time you went to the movies? Has it been a while?
I stopped going when they started shooting them up. Sorry. Too soon. Too soon. I'm sorry.
That's so good.
The last movie was Bullet Train that I seen.
Did they do who's the Australian actress, Nicole Kidman? Did they do the thing in the beginning?
No,
where they-
it was the
where
one.
it's like-
It was right up the street, Horizons. Or
Oh
whatever,
yeah.
you know.
So if it was an AMC movie, they have this commercial that plays before every single movie, and it's like her walking into a movie theater, like being like, you know, like, this is where the magic happens.
Who's your husband? Is the Keith Urban, right?
Yeah.
Keith Urban?
Country, yeah. He's from Australia, right?
I don't know where
Keith
he's from.
Urban.
Yeah, he's from Australia.
Really?
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure.
I don't know.
Maybe
He's not from
the
around
outback.
here.
Right. Definitely from around here.
So, isn't like country music like an American thing?
No, actually, I know this family. They're from Jamaica. They love country music. They love it. They just say it. It's shocking to me.
I mean, yeah.
It started. What?
So good, man.
I was shocked too.
Oh.
Sorry.
I mean, but yeah, I don't think there is there a Jamaican country music star.
No, I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Somebody was from Jamaica.
Closest they got is
So
Lil Nas X.
Yeah. If somebody from Jamaica started singing country music, do you think they would have a Jamaican accent, or they would try to be like your tractor, baby?
But it would have a Jamaican accent with a southern twang. Like, I couldn't even imagine.
But it's gotta
that.
have the drum things, the little trash can drum things.
The metal drum.
Bum, 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 bum. It's gotta have it.
Trash can.
It's gotta have it. What's the name of them?
The metal drums?
Yeah.
I think it's just called like it's steel
drum.
It's trash can.
I always there's people that play drums like that you'll see in Baltimore City, like where they have the buckets turned upside down.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, they're fucking good, and I don't tip them, but from a distance, I'm like that. I'm like, that's good.
I got shit drunk at a Ravens game one time, and I was walking out, and I think they were playing the Eagles, and I was screaming over JETS suck, suck, suck. I was at the Samsung suite at the stadium. They had free alcohol, all you can drink.
Yeah.
Totally wasted. And I was walking by, and I caught one of them little drummer with the bucket things going on. I started dancing. I had a whole crowd around me and shit. It was great.
I love that you were at a Ravens game against the Eagles, and you were chanting Jets.
And the guy turned around and was like, play the Eagles, you fucking idiot. And I was like, ha, you suck too.
That's awesome. I always feel like do you bring your kids to
One game a year we normally bring them.
I can't. Mine are. My daughter I did bring to like one game,
and it's not a rivalry game.
Yeah, like where you're just because people just say some crazy ass shit all the time,
especially football.
Yeah,
it's extra special.
It's the tailgating before that kind of that.
Which is always better than the game.
Definitely
That's how you do it.
Is it sports or is it day drinking?
So it's day drinking.
Because I do like day drinking. I think it's day drinking more than anything.
As I've gotten older in life, I appreciate day drinking more than anything else.
Because we go to bed at a reasonable time. Exactly. And you have an excuse to go to bed at a reasonable time. Yeah.
There's nothing I like better than drinking, like especially during the summer, like day drinking during the spring and summer. Then, 10 o'clock comes around, I'm like, I probably want to go to bed now.
Right.
Well, there's a definite cutoff because 10 o'clock used to be the moment that you would leave the house.
Exactly.
And 10 o'clock is my goal to not only be home, but be in my bed.
It is wild that, we used to, when we would be down the beach, there's a bar called Secrets, which is like one of the biggest bars on the East Coast. We would always get there after 10 because we would try to get there before 9.
Because we were broke, so we tried to get there before
the
we tried to beat the cover. That was our whole thing: beat the cover at 9.
Yeah, and then if you missed it at 9, then you might as well just wait till after 10 and then just go in there.
Right.
Man, you guys, you went to Ocean City when you were younger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were down there, like, did you get to run? Like, our parents used to give us money and just pretty much tell us to go run around and play video games.
And get the hell out of the hotel room. It's pretty much.
Oh, really?
They wanted to hang out by themselves, so they would give us. Whatever,
$20. You get $20 again, $20, whatever. So we go run down and play all done and just go hit the slots. I remember one time Jim figured out that you could put washers and pennies in the skee ball machine.
That's right, at Jolly Rogers.
Yeah, we smashed it forever.
It's so fucking funny. You've always been like a shiesty, like trying to get a one upper, like
I'm not shiesty.
Not shiesty, but
I take offense to that.
Trying to just work the system.
Not work the system, but find a loophole.
Yes,
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but.
Well, at that time, I had found it's a penny on the floor, and like I was out of quarters. I just threw it in there, and it was like, oh shit, it worked. So do you remember when we went across the street and got like $1 in pennies?
Pennies, yeah.
And went back in the Jolly Rogers arcade
them for tickets.
And then we ran out of pennies, and I found a washer on the floor. I'm like, let me see if this guy fucking works. Drop the washer in, ching. So we would put anything in there.
Firing up and down the boardwalk.
So fucking
but
wild.
I remember the worst day ever was that day that we figured out that you could cheat Jolly Rogers. we're walking that, and boys would be boys, so we were having a farting contest on the boardwalk as we were walking back to the place.
One of many.
Yeah, I mean, we had to battle. So we were back and forth.
That's impressive in itself.
And it was on fire. Them funnel cakes get you sometimes.
Yeah.
So I let one, and I remember I looked at Jim with devastation in my face, and I looked at him. I said, "I think it's a wet one." He said, "What?"
Let one go, let one go. Can't hold it in anymore. Let one go. Just push and give it one more.
I said, "I think I shit myself." He said, "Hank's going to be pissed." I said, "Oh." I said, "What do I do?" Freaking out.
How far away from
Blocks?
Like
There's a couple blocks. I mean, when you shit yourself, 10 steps might as well have been.
Dude, I walked like a duck forever. And the first thing Jim was like, "Jim, jump in the ocean, swirl around, you'll never notice." I'm like, I got good clothes on. You know what I'm supposed to do? Like, da-da. So I'm like, I'm waddling up the boardwalk.
Would you get in trouble from your parents for shitting in your pants?
Not for shitting my pants, for being an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, you leave that out.
Having a fire contest and it happening that way, yeah. But if I just sharted, it probably wouldn't be such a big deal. But
I liked the fact that you were like, I'm gonna have to divulge that we were having a farting contest like that. Like you couldn't just leave that out.
We were young boys having fun. So we get all the way to the pool. And Jim's like, "Jump in the pool."
God damn it.
And I was like, "Jump in the pool." Like, now I'm going to have this black crowd around me. Like, the black, you know what I mean? Like you see in all the, the blue, whatever. I said, "I can't do it."
I was trying to save him.
I should have listened. I should have jumped in the ocean and everything would have been good. So I got there. Dude, my dad was so mad. And just to prove his point, he was so mad, he made me scrub my underwear on the balcony in front of everybody at the pool.
And this is like a hotel where it was like 2 levels that everything surrounded the pool. You know what I mean? So like every room in the pool was in the middle, and we were on the first floor. So like it was only 2 steps down to the pool.
Oh, so everyone can see you.
We were everybody that walked
tighty
by
whities, scrubbing, crying
with a bucket. He's just scrubbing his underwear out.
Tim's running around the pool like, living the fucking dream. I'm shoving.
I guess you should have just jumped in the ocean because that would have been. But then it's like, if you would have got in trouble because they were your good clothes,
I could have said I came.
I mean,
that would have been better.
We never had to go back home, so we could have hung out for 3 hours. Like
it haunts me till this day.
Sitting there thinking about. I don't know. I've had incidents where I've told one on the podcast where I've shit my pants, but
we were probably 12-ish. I would say.
Give me a little bit of credit. 8, 9, maybe.
Nah, I don't think we were that. If we could have been 10. We could have easily been 10.
Yeah, it probably was maybe 15, 16.
Isn't it a different time too? Like most people wouldn't let their kids like run amok on the boardwalk.
Hell no. Tony let my kids outside, and he's 19. Me and my wife, we met at an early age. And Jim was there for the whole spiel from day one until now, and so 17, 18, I think we've been since then. So we lived together for a long time. So you're with your friend, best friend, things happen. Just one day she was playing with the dog out on the carpet, and we lived in an apartment in Lansdowne. And she's wrestling with the dog. I just got out of the shower and had my boxer shorts on, right? And I had to fart like a motherfucker. So I was like, "Oh," I said, "I'm gonna get her." So she's laying on the ground. She's laying on the ground, right? So I take him in, and I run over, and I was gonna fart in her face, and I farted, and I shit myself. Right
over her.
Yes. So she literally pushes her hand and like pushes my ass out of the way because she thought I like. Thank God I had boxer shorts on, right? Because it would have been all over the place and all in her. And on the way out, she was like, "Oh my God, that was hot. Did you shit yourself?" Yeah, I did.
Did you know you shit yourself?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I went down. And I was like,
but you were still there. You were still hovering.
It would have been. Yeah. It was bad, dude. It would have been so bad.
Was she mad she touched the shit?
She was pissed no matter what. I farted on her. I shit on her.
I'll tell you what, man. That's a different relationship with your wife. That if you could, I would.
your wife might actually kill you.
Yeah, she would probably kill
Like
me.
in a fit of rage, she could stab you at least.
It wasn't planned. Like I didn't plan to actually shit on her. You know what I mean?
No, I'm
Yeah.
I couldn't fart on my wife.
You were like got out of the shower and you were like, you know what I need to do? I need to go over and
She's
fart
gonna
right on
love
my
this.
I know.
Yeah, it was alright.
It's gonna give her staph.
But yeah, that's love, man. She's had my back ever since day one.
Yeah, I mean that's a deep relationship to be able to do that, man.
I met her at a rave.
He did.
Man, she wouldn't leave me alone.
Shoving smelling salts up your ass.
Shoving salts up my ass at a rave.
Blow this ecstasy on my ass.
Did you guys go to a lot of raves? Like, was she at the rave too, or did she go
Yeah,
to a
she
lot?
was. She was in the scene.
Jim, remember the time down in DC at when you had the camera? Remember you snuck the video camera into what was it? I think it was the Thanksgiving party down there.
Yes.
You still have it? That would have been amazing if you
Dude,
had that.
No, I am not even shitting you.
Crazy shit.
I am converting that videotape to digital as we speak.
You really have it?
Yes, I have it.
Dude,
I'm making a YouTube channel of just all the old rave shit that
No
I've recorded
shit.
and like my Woodstock when I went to
Right,
Woodstock.
right.
it is wild how much you recorded. I've never been the one to record anything, and when you were when you have videos of us going to like doing the road trip, road trip, I don't even remember him recording.
I honestly I don't remember recording that at all.
But apparently we did.
Jim's always been like that, man. Like just a different dude, man. He's always been like
I know,
that.
he does move. He
Music, like just different. 120 degrees outside in July. He's got a furry jacket on and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's just
He
Jim,
likes to
man.
bust my balls on that.
I mean, why wouldn't
This-
you?
It was fucking.
This might have been the
1,000 degrees,
same
dude.
Ocean City trip. I think it was probably years later.
No.
When we were down the ocean and it was like nighttime, him and I were going to go for the boardwalk, and it was when jumpers, like overalls, were
Crisscross.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
whatever era that was. So early middle school for me, and maybe
Yeah.
whatever. And I just bought this $80 jumper. I mean, this motherfucker was ugly as hell. It was ugly as sin, but at the time it was cool.
Jim had his.
What's the
fashion,
difference
man.
between a jumper and overalls?
A jumper and shorts.
Jean shorts.
Okay.
It was a,
No, where they're like
it
different
was-
colors, they're like stripes and
it
stuff like
was
that.
like dyed.
Cross colors.
Purple and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it was like dyed blue, but not like jean blue.
I
Oh.
tried to steal all his
It's-
clothes. Trust me, it was cross color.
It might have been okay. It might have been cross colors. Although I put on this hoodie under it, so I had a hoodie and then that, and I'm walking the boardwalk, and Phil's like kind of getting on me or something about like,
Jean
you know,
shorts.
well, no,
5,000 degrees outside.
yeah, because
yeah,
it was
something
hot and I was wearing a hoodie and shorts, but
Yeah.
jean short overalls.
Eddie
I mean,
hit
it
me
was
with
it
the
was an
jeans.
ugly
Trying to
combo.
look cool, just
but
trying
at
to
the
look
time, I thought I was on fire. You know what I mean? Like.
With
You-
his,
you
with his
were
crisscross
fine.
braids on. He had crisscross braids. Oh, you never talked about them, man.
We talked about the other
Yeah.
one.
Crisscross braids.
But I was planning for like at nighttime when it gets cooler. But it was like 5 o'clock, so the sun was still beaming. You know, I probably should have just took the hoodie and not worn the hoodie.
Of
But
course.
and then I don't know how did it come up. Something.
You turn around. I said, something. He turned around and he's like, that's the price you pay for fashion.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
I'll never forget it, man. I'll never forget it.
He's like a girl walking in high heels.
Yeah, all night.
That's when I
Toes
knew I
off
was
glistening.
dealing with a great one.
So funny. Just this fact that you just sit there just sweating, because it is. I mean, I'm sure it's July when this
Oh
probably
yeah,
happens.
yeah. It was ridiculous. There was no point in it.
definitely
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure I was hot.
Do you remember the first time we tried to do the braids? We were on the way to like King's Dominion in the back of my dad's Chevy S10 with the cab on, remember? With like a mattress in the back. So safe back then.
It's a different world.
Instead of braiding his hair like you were supposed to do, I'm just wrapping rubber bands around a wad of hair I just grabbed.
Because you were bored trying to do.
Well, that and
Rubber
my
bands
hair
on.
wasn't long enough,
Right.
and
So
I don't
just
even know if you know
grabbing
how
the
to
shit.
if you didn't even know how to braid anyway.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. I just
like that.
wrapped rubber bands.
How did he talk you into that? Like, Hey, will you braid
I
my
was
hair?
that guy, man. I would do pretty much anything.
Phil
back
would
then.
do. Phil would do anything.
You're like, all right,
Yeah,
man.
I was, yeah.
And that's why he always got caught for shit. Because he wouldn't think about it. He was like, yeah, fuck it, let's roll with it.
do it.
Whereas I was more the planner. Like, so if I went and did something bad, it was probably thought out. And I had a
Gotcha.
pretty good shot of not getting caught, whereas Phil was just balls to the wall.
Yeah, I mean,
Think about it later.
Right. I'll worry about some lie when it comes down to it. I mean, he was so precise. I remember one time we were running down the alley and we were doing something and it snowed. I remember him saying, we don't want him to follow us. So we're going to walk down this way, but we're going to back walk this way,
Oh, yeah.
facing, so we changed the direction.
Like a sniper.
Like, what? I'm like, we're just going to the park. He don't care. He's like, he's going to follow us. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's so funny. Walking fucking
That I
backwards.
don't remember, but that
Remember
is
what we used to do to
exactly
the dog?
So we used to have this, what was it?
Black
Black
Lab.
Lab. But he was a stocky son of a
Zeke.
bitch named Zeke.
Tank.
And in the backyard, we used to have this like picnic table. We put Zeke up on the picnic table, and we would get on the picnic table and hold on to his collar like a bull.
And somebody would whip
then
a bone or something.
And then Zeke would take off in the yard, and we would just be hanging on with one hand, and he would
so
pull us full
Bouncing
speed
all over the
across.
place and shit.
And we would have contests. You could hang on the farthest.
Longest, yeah.
It's so funny. Kids don't do this shit now. They have phones.
I know, yeah. I'm like
we had-
telling my kids to get outside and go.
We would get left alone a lot.
Sounds like
We would
it.
come up with some stuff, you know. We used to dress up for the pizza man, like go out through this big ordeal, like eat the pizza. I would be the guy always dressing up. I had to answer. I dress up like a nerd. Had like toilet paper stuck out on my back of the thing. Like my dad always had safety glasses around. He was a big safety guy. He was
Safety
big
first,
on the safety first. Put the safety glasses on. So I go to the door. I'm like, hey, thanks for the pizza, guys. And he was saying and shit like that. He was talking me up. But anyway, sometimes like we would put marshmallows in the microwave, hit the button, watch them explode. Just dumb shit. We put the mattress on the steps and we would slide down. Every kid's done that, you know? One day let's put the dog on there. No problem. We're both like, we'll double up. Yeah, let's do it. The problem is you had the steps and then 2 feet, 2.5 feet, maybe 3. There was literally a wall.
Yeah.
goes
So it was
down
a hard
to-
stop.
yeah.
So if you don't stop, we stopped. The dog went pow right into it. So, yeah, we had a great life, man. It was cool. It was cool.
Dog's all fucked up. Dog was all probably fucked up.
He
over
was a
that.
tank, though,
Yeah,
man.
he was.
He was a beast.
It is wild how when you were younger, like watching videos about how people used to live their life. There's a video on the internet where a person is they're talking about how they have to wear seatbelts.
Right.
And they're drinking, and they're like, first they stop us from drinking in our cars.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true, though.
And then now
it's true. It's coming true.
and then now they're gonna make us wear seatbelts. And like while this woman's talking about that, like her kid is in the front seat facing forwards like a little infant,
She's smoking a cigarette with beer
and
in
the
her
car
hand.
and the like car seat is just like it looks like a high chair.
That's what it was,
And I
yeah.
was just like, it's so fucking crazy, like how like all these people do all this crazy shit.
America.
Right. Oh, yeah. Dude, everybody knows back in the 70s and 80s, your seatbelt was your mother arms coming across your chest in the middle of a
Oh yeah, I used to stand up in the passenger seat every day.
Like your
My
mom's going
dad would
to
take me to
stop
school.
you by putting her arm out there from flying through the window just by putting her arm out there.
That's so funny.
That's
that
what
shit
it
would happen.
was.
The one thing my parents told me that like I could never do is put the dome light on in the
Oh, yeah,
middle
'cause
of the
then
car.
you can't see.
'Cause the-
My wife still yells at
Go
her
to
kids for
jail.
that.
You go to jail for that.
Like, you want me to get in an accident?
Yeah. Like it's so stupid. Like it's just the dome light. Like it doesn't fuck with
But you know what's
anybody.
messed up? I still live by that rule till this day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared to turn it on. Like,
Do you know-
I don't even look at the button.
On the way home tonight, I won't turn that. I'll be like, I should just turn the dome light on, but I won't because I don't want to get in trouble. I want to be
I
able
don't
to
need
see.
smoke no more. I got a lighter in my truck. We're like, here, you better turn that on. Fucking lighter. You drop a goddamn quarter.
I guess it just stays with you the entire time because you're just constantly
That's
trying
what you're used to.
Yeah, you're just used to doing it. Did you guys ever have any like restrictions growing up, like things you couldn't watch?
No, at my mom's house, they were pretty liberal on letting us just kind of get away with.
Yeah, my
not-
dad bought me fucking Public Enemy's first album. You know what I mean? Like, Fight the Power and shit. And it was like, yeah, they didn't care.
They were the parents that get out of the house after you eat breakfast, come
Right.
back at lunch, and then get the hell out of the house and come back for dinner.
And you
Yeah.
heard the deadbolt lock behind you. You weren't coming back in.
Yeah.
It was literally like boom.
If it wasn't raining or something, you were not allowed in the house. And so we just really ran the streets.
Yeah.
There was no curfew.
We used to actually sit and pretend like we were fighting. Just to get people to chase us or like stop and we'd just take off. You know what I mean? Like, it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night and we're just kind of like out here. But it was back then you could. Like it wasn't that big of a deal. You know?
Yeah, I think we were kind of, as we got, I don't think my parents were very strict at all. And they were kind of the same way. They were just like, they didn't force us to get out of the house, but it was just like, go outside. Don't be here. And we would do all kinds of shit. We would do the same things like where it would get, where I lived in Essex, down the street was a adult daycare for people that have like Down syndrome or they're like
assisted living
kind of thing. Like and they would have wheelchairs. So we would go and take the wheelchairs, have one of us sit in it and like wheel down the street like you're doing it, and then have the other ones fake like we're gonna kick the shit out of them, and like and beat up in front of a car and see if the car would stop.
Right.
It happened so many times. And then he has to be like, we're just playing. Like I don't know what the end game result was of that was gonna be, but
get a reaction.
Yeah, just to get a reaction. But it was just so.
But see, now you got people getting so rich off of doing that stuff just because they're filming it.
Yeah,
I know.
Sucks.
I know. Missed my chance. Missed my chance.
We were smart though. We didn't film it. It was probably better off that
him
way.
and I would fight a lot. There was probably a good time where we were fighting more than we were friends. And I one time sticks out.
Which one? Which one he's going with?
We had just gone to a wedding. I think it was your aunt's wedding. Unfortunately, caught the garter. And I was maybe 13. I don't know. I caught the garter, right? So then you have to put it on the leg, and then so I got to keep the garter.
Yeah.
I'm at home, and Phil wanted it. I'm like, no, man. Like I caught the fucking garter. So I go to get in the shower, right? And this motherfucker steals it from me.
Oh man!
Not only that day he was flying back to Charlotte, and by the time I was out of the shower, he was fucking gone
With the garter.
with the garter.
God, you're like.
I got out of the
horrible,
shower.
man. I was a horrible brother.
And he
I'm
was
sorry.
gone, and I went straight to my bag. I dripping in a towel. As soon as I knew he was gone, I went straight to my bag, dripping in a towel, went through I'm like, that son of a bitch took
the garter belt.
And he thought he'd had it, should have had it because it was his family's wedding. That was his logic.
God, this is the first time I heard that story.
That's
Though. He's
so
been holding that for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's got that.
There's a couple other ones that I'd rather not bring
Yeah,
up.
no. I figured maybe save some of the.
Some of them might not ever have to be brought up.
God, that's so funny.
I used to steal his clothes all the time, man. Like he always had the coolest clothes. Like he was just like I said, he was a different dude.
Yeah.
So I would see a shirt, throw it in dirty clothes, throw a couple on top of it. Hopefully he'd miss it. He'd get all the way home. You motherfucker! You stole my goddamn shirt. You mother.
You know what?
Come upstairs.
To
grab
this
the
day,
shirt.
I am missing the shirt. Let me ask you if you stole this one.
Christ. Don't
Because
even say it. I have a feeling which one you're about to say.
Because you stole this shirt.
I didn't.
Oh.
Probably.
There was one shirt, I had bought it at like Spencer's, and I was so proud. It was a kid, and it was a cartoon kid and his dog. And his dog had a bubblegum fart blown up. and the kid was just asked, like, did you eat my bubblegum again? It was just on his shirt.
No. I don't
Okay,
know
because I
that.
wore that one time, and it disappeared. So maybe one of my parents threw it away because it was
They probably didn't
slightly
like it.
offensive, I guess.
I doubt it. But
No.
no, I don't think there was one shirt I knew I took. It might have been that one.
That would make it doesn't.
Might
I
have
always
been.
thought Jim had cool shirts.
Jim,
Here we do.
I'm telling you, like it was like it's like your brother. You want to be like your older brother. He had the cool shit. I wanted to be it. He was good with his money. I just blew mine, so I just take his. Sorry,
That's so fucking funny.
It all
he
worked
still
out.
loves me. I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I turned out all right.
It's water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Makes for good stories.
I
on
had
the
to
podcast.
apologize a lot.
Hey, you didn't
know?
take that bubblegum shirt, so he had that one built up. He was thinking about
I'm
that.
not 100% on that. It's a
He
possibility.
pulled that shirt. He knew exactly what shirt it was.
Because the only reason it stuck with me, not because it was a great shirt by any means, but I had just bought it with my own money, and I wore it one time down there, And I didn't even get the chance to wear it to school. You know how when you get something when you're younger and you first buy it?
Yeah.
And you're like, you want to wear it out of the store if you can.
Yeah.
And I got to like wear it for a couple minutes and I was like, man, I can't wait to wear this in school on Monday. And it was fucking gone.
Just took it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Probably.
No. Yeah, no, I don't remember that one. I don't. I remember a lot, but that one I don't.
I guess we might as well wrap this up before you guys start might get into a fight.
You're
Start arguing,
punching me in my face
start
or
punching each other and thinking about
God
shit.
damn you!
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you still have that garter belt?
I might. I'll go for it.
Probably didn't even make it to the airport.
So thanks for coming again, Phil. We appreciate it.
Man.
Thanks,
You
thanks
got to
for
come
having
back because it's drumming up a lot of stories that we don't have time for on this one, man. So
Yeah,
hopefully
so we
we get a new one.
All right. Well, that's going to do it this week for the Jim Joe Steve Show. Follow us on YouTube at Jim Joe Steve. Same thing with Facebook and Instagram, all Jim Joe Steve. For the Jim Joe Steve Show, I'm Steve.
I'm Jim.
I'm here for Joe.
See you next week.
Let's go. Moving silent, feel the violence, the excitement. I know the assignment. I'm taking over. I'm sick of mediocre. I'll be the closer. I got a different motor. I got a mission to win. It's some ammunition to get it. Don't need permission to finish. Got an addiction that's gripping.